coming out today. Are you guys tired of your boring Saturday nights? You know, sitting around watching TV, eating popcorn or whatever? Well, have I got news for you. Game night is back. You guys remember game night? When you were kids and you sit around and play Monopoly with your parents and your siblings? Well, now that you're adults, you can still enjoy game night. So this game night, we're gonna play cards, and I'm gonna introduce you guys to Gin Rummy so you can include in your game night, okay? Anybody know how to play Gin Rummy? Okay, first of all, let me tell you a little bit about Gin Rummy. Gin Rummy was introduced in 1909, and it came from the term whiskey poker. Back during Prohibition, card games were associated with illegal gambling and, you know, drinking alcohol, which was illegal. So that's why you have the term whiskey and rummy and gin in some of your games or whatever. This information I'm giving you is by David Bartlett. He is a game connoisseur. He's written numerous books and he invents card games. And he's kind of like a historian on card games, okay? So first of all, I want to do a few things today. I'm going to explain the deck to you, the objective of the game. I'm going to explain how to deal, and I'm going to tell you about how to win and explain the scoring process, okay? This is a deck of cards. It consists of 52 cards. In the deck of cards, first of all, you have 4 suits. You have your hearts, your clubs, your diamonds, and your spades, okay? And in addition to that, you have 13 rankings. Now, your rankings go from card number 2 to 10, like this is the 9, they go consecutively. For each suit, you have a number 2 to 10. Then you have a jack, you have your face cards. There are 4 face cards, your jack, your queen, your king, and your ace. And they'll have letters on them, okay? So, first thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna need 2 volunteers to help play the game. How about you and you? Okay. Okay, now that I have my 2 volunteers, we're gonna play a game of 2. Well, we're gonna play a game of 3. I'm gonna deal myself in, okay? First of all, you pick a dealer, and you're gonna deal an odd number of cards, usually like 5 or 7 cards. And I'm gonna deal you in. In the United States, we deal clockwise, but if you in another country, they might deal counterclockwise, just in case you go overseas and try to play Gin Rummy. Okay. This is the deck, okay? You're gonna place the deck face down and you turn over this card. And this is called the discard pile, okay? And Rummy is a series of games where you have a draw and discard method, which basically means each player is gonna draw a card from here, and at the end you're gonna discard a card. When you discard your card, they're gonna go like this all the way down the table, okay? And so the object of the game, or to help you win the game, you have to come up with sets. A set is going to have 3 cards, 3 or 4 cards to it, and it's either going to be made of cards with the same ranking in different suits, like you can have 3 threes, 3 jacks, 3 kings, or whatever, or either it's going to have 3 or 4 consecutive numbers or rankings in the same suit. So you can have like 2, 3, 4, jack, king, queen, and an ace can be used as 1. Remember that. But if you do that, it has to be the same suit. Okay. So since we're doing the draw and discard method, we're gonna start the person to the left of the dealer, which would be you. What's your name, young man?
Nicholas.
Okay, Nicholas is gonna start us. And the first thing you have to do when you play Gin Rummy, you're gonna either pull a card or pick up a card. And if you pick up this card, that means that you need it to make a set. So do you want to pull or you want to pick up?
I think I'm going to pull.
Okay, well, you're going to pull from the deck. Okay, then you're going to look in your hand and see if you have a set. If you have a set, you're going to put it face up on the table. Do you have a set? Very good. You're really smart, Nicholas. Okay, so the last thing you're going to do is discard. You discard your card. Okay, now let me bring this to your attention now. If you decide to pick up from the deck, whatever card you want, you have to pick up all of the cards below it, okay? So, what's your name?
Lamarcus.
Okay, Lamarcus is gonna go next.
If I pull a card and I don't need the set, can I still keep it?
Yeah, you can still keep it. You just have to discard a card.
Okay, I understand now. That's good.
Very good, Lamarcus. Okay, now it's my turn. I don't have a set, so I'm gonna pull. Still don't have a set, I have to discard a card. Okay, now let me tell you how to win the game. Well, first of all, the game is over whenever a player doesn't have any more cards. So whoever gets rid of all their cards, they're gonna say rummy, right? So let's just imagine that I pulled and I put down a set and I discarded, that was it. I'll say rummy, the game is over, right? Okay, the person who says rummy does not necessarily win the game, it just means the game is over. So now you have to add up your score, right? So let me show you how you add up your score. There's a point system, okay? Each card with a number on it is worth 5 points. Your jack, queens, and kings are worth 10 points. And your aces are worth 15 points. So you take up all your sets and you add them up, right? So this would be like, well, really the 10s are worth 10. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you. This would be 30 points. So you take your 30 points and then you have to subtract the number of points you have in your hand. Like you have 20 here, so you don't end up with 10 left over. And that the person with the high score wins. So the object of the game is to get as many mates as you can to build up your points and at the same time not get caught with a lot of cards in your hand. Does anybody have any questions?
No.
Okay, well, thank you for coming out today. As you can see, Gin Rummy is a fun family game. It's easy to play. My name is Trina Woolridge, and I enjoy explaining Gin Rummy to you today. And I want to encourage you to include Gin Rummy in your game night.